Okay, hello world. This is Edward Bevilacqua from La Voce. I'm sitting here with Natalia Formisano at Settebello, which, for those who don't know it, this is one of the best Italian best pizza parlors. It's not really a pizza parlor. We'll talk about that in a second.
Right.
But one of the best places to buy pizza and other baked Italian meals in Las Vegas and 7 other places. But first of all, I want to turn over to Natalia and say, Natalia, you're Italian, right?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. You got to make sure.
The name like that.
Yes. And Formisano, does that mean anything in Italian?
Well, what's funny is, so my first name, Natalia, means the birth of Christ. It comes from the derivative of Natale, Buon Natale.
Okay.
My mother loves Christ. She's Italian.
Okay.
It kind of comes with the package.
Uh-huh.
My last name, however, I've yet to trace a meaning.
Okay.
It means really good feet in a strange sense.
Wow.
So in Napoli, there's
Okay,
there's
so let me just interrupt you. So your family's from Napoli?
Yes.
Okay. All sides?
Yep.
Okay.
From north of Napoli, south of Napoli.
Okay, got it. Okay, sorry for interrupting.
No.
So in Napoli,
there's a store called Piedisano Formisano. It's owned by a family whose last name is Formisano, and it's Piedisano, which means good feet. It's an orthopedic store. So when I was there, my father-in-law this summer was making fun. He goes, Piedisano Formisano, how are you doing? So I mean, it's an interesting name.
Cool. Yeah, it is. So, now, did your parents come over from Italy? How far back does it go?
My mother and father were both born and raised in New York.
Okay.
But my grandfather actually came to Italy in
Came to Italy?
Came to America from Italy, from Napoli,
Okay.
In 1916, and he came over with his mother, his father, and 2 of his brothers, and he actually became a pool shark in Brooklyn to raise money for his family.
Okay, so my next question was going to be, what part of New York did they move to?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Both parts of the family, they migrated straight towards Brooklyn, and then they kind of went to Staten Island and Long Island.
Okay, now your mother and father did not know each other before they came here?
No.
Or before their parents came here?
No.
Okay.
Nope, not at all.
And now when your grandparents came here, did they know each other?
No, actually, my grandfather on my mother's side, the pool shark, we'll call him that.
Okay.
He went into the army. We met my grandmother back in Italy.
Oh.
And he brought her over.
I see.
Then after that, he decided to make an honest man out of himself, and he became a baker.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, and then they moved to Long
Island.
Island.
What kind of baker?
He was a pastry chef.
Pastry chef. Okay. Did he have his own shop?
He did in Brooklyn. Then when he moved out here, he was actually the pastry chef for the Rat Pack.
Okay, so let's talk about
Bally's.
when he moved out here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about when he moved out here. When did your grandfather, right? When did your grandfather decide to move to Las Vegas?
1983.
Wow. Okay, 1983. Your grandfather moved here.
Yep,
And you brought your dad.
Well, my mom was actually here first. She moved out here when she was about 20 odd years old, and she became a Keno dealer, and then she got married, and she said, you know what, Mom, Dad, I really need you out here. And they were like, okay, well, we'll leave everything again. We'll go out. We'll go out to Las Vegas of all places, and my grandfather and my grandmother actually ended up really loving it.
Yeah, and they're from Napoli also.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Now, meanwhile, your dad's family, your dad's dad was a baker.
No, that's my mom's.
Okay,
my mom's
your
dad.
mom's dad. Okay, so your mom's dad followed his daughter out here.
Yes.
Okay. And then he got in the baking business here and was baker at Bally's?
Yep.
Okay. And so he knew Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin.
Yes.
Okay. and did their baking, whatever Italian baking, the cookies and probably stuff.
Whatever they asked for. He did a lot of weddings out here,
Okay.
parties. He
Okay.
used to actually do some stuff at the old Liberace restaurant.
Okay. Heard of that.
I mean, it hasn't been around town for many, many years.
Okay.
Now.
So now let's switch over to your dad's side.
Okay.
Okay. Your dad's family came here when? To Las Vegas when?
To Las Vegas, actually, my father, his mother came out to Las Vegas in, I want to say 2000.
Okay.
Very late, and even then she was still back and forth. To New York and Las
Yeah.
Vegas. His father moved to Florida.
Okay.
Never came out here.
Okay.
Didn't want to come out to Vegas.
Okay. But wait, your dad's mother
My
moved
dad's
here in
mother.
2000.
Yes.
But your dad had to be here already.
Yes, he was already here.
Okay, what brought your dad here?
I think in the 80s it was just the opportunity for work.
Okay.
Same thing like my mother was just the
Okay. And what does your dad do? Or what did he do?
he is a pit boss.
Okay, good. Where?
I think the last place he was working was Monte Carlo, but I believe now he's retired.
Okay. And your mother?
My mom's retired as well. She cocktailed at the Hilton, which is now the Westgate, for 35 years.
Okay, wow. Okay. And they both came out here for opportunity.
And they
So-
found
You
it.
doing okay? You want water or anything?
It's like the awkward.
Sorry.
Uh,
Good service, exactly.
exactly. So it's like the people who left Italy came to America for opportunity. Maybe.
Yes, 100%.
And most of the Italians who came to Las Vegas imitated their parents or grandparents.
Yep.
They came out here for opportunity. Okay. So now fast forward to you. I recall that you are really good friends with the Casaro girls.
Yes.
Angela Casaro is president of the Italian American Club. And you went to kindergarten
Yep.
all the way through.
Grew up with Christina all the way through. Graduated. I mean, we started pre-K and then we graduated Bishop Foreman together.
Okay.
So we've known each other a long time.
Okay, good. And you decided not to go away to school.
I did. I went to Columbia in Chicago. And I
Okay.
was there for 4 years. I graduated in 3.5, and I moved back out here to be with my mom and
Okay.
My
Now, what was your
grandmother.
degree?
musical theater performance.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means that
Singing?
I was, singing, dancing, acting.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And would you say that your growing up in Las Vegas helped you want to do that?
I think so. I think the showgirl aspect, the glitz and glam aspect really kind of made it appealing for sure.
Uh-huh.
But it was more so my maternal grandfather that was, and my maternal grandmother that were huge influences. He was a singer. She was a prima ballerina.
Okay. So they were entertainers.
Mhm.
And do you have any aspirations of doing that?
I do. It's something that I love to do as a hobby.
Was it singing or dancing or what?
Both, all three: singing,
Okay.
dancing, acting. It's something that for me is like an escape.
I see.
So to make it my life's work
Uh-huh.
and something that I'm constantly counting on for a check,
Uh-huh.
not really
Now-
the best.
Let's see. I have a niece named Allie.
Correct.
Okay. And was she at Gorman when you were there?
Yes, she was
Okay.
older than me though.
Okay. So she is an artist and a performer.
Mhm.
Did you know that?
Mhm.
Okay. So she was working at the Blue Man Theater. Did you know that?
Great show.
She was a robot or something.
That's awesome. That's a great show.
Okay. Is it?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now, speaking of being Italian and being artistic, I have two questions. So the first one is, what would you say, what's the first thing that comes to your mind of any Italian values that were taught to you as they growing up?
I mean, I would say the family aspect and the love that you get in an Italian family is so valued and so important that
Okay.
that will always stay with you. You learn to love each other no matter what.
Okay, good. What else?
I mean, mind your P's and Q's.
Okay, all right.
Put it
How
that
about
way.
hard work?
Hard work
You
for
work,
sure.
You work hard here. We're gonna in a second. We're gonna talk a little bit about Settebello, but so hard work.
Hard work. I mean, especially my mother. My mother, she raised 3 girls. Went through each pregnancy. She was on her feet 14 hours a day. She never stopped. My grandfather, the same thing. And I mean, there's work, and then there's family, and then there's nothing else.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
you put your heart and soul into both, and the two combine, and then you call it a day.
Okay. Now, tell me your thoughts about this. I have had someone I was interviewing. I said, why is it that Italian Americans really do well at some things, like whatever they want to do? And he said, well, it's because what we do is we just don't do it to be good enough. We do it to exceed expectations. And so I was like, well, what do you mean? So, well, like in cars, we just didn't have a car. We had to design a Ferrari or a Maserati or a Lamborghini or a Fiat or an Alfa Romeo. You know, cars that were cars, but they were also more than a car. And when it comes to like other design, clothing,
soccer, I mean, race car driving, horse racing.
Now let's talk about food. So it's the same thing. Italian food is good, but you know, if you break it down to its basic thing, noodles are noodles, right? A lot of people have noodles. Sauce is sauce, or gravy. If you're from some places they call it gravy. But Italian restaurants are the most popular type of food. And to me, it made sense that, you know, you're right. We do things to exceed expectations. So my hunch is your grandfather, who was the baker, got to be the baker for the Rat Pack because he just didn't bake what they wanted. He really put his passion into it and took pride in what he did.
Yep.
And so do you do that here?
Oh, 100%. I think, and I tell my staff too, if you're not giving it your all, you're not here at all. You might as well not be here.
Got it.
Someone doesn't want to come in and have a server whose mind is, you know, back at home, or they certainly don't want me as a manager being here who doesn't appreciate and know the food that I'm serving.
Okay. Now, how do you describe Settebello?
Settebello is family. Settebello is that escape for people in the States here who either you've been to Napoli before or you haven't been, but you're going to experience it here.
Okay. Now, do the other Settebellos look like this?
No, each Settebello is different. So we have our Settebello, which is a lot more rustic and very old school Napoli, and then you go into the other Settebellos, for example, our near Summerlin location on Fort Apache and Sahara. That one is more of a newer school style, very eclectic with the subway tiles, the stainless steel, but still you've got the rustic wood. It's really cool.
Okay. And the same type of oven.
Yeah, same type of oven.
Flour, everything's the same. Recipes are the same. It's just when you walk in, it's
the atmosphere is
unique
different
to itself, but you know you're in a Settebello.
Exactly.
Okay.
In order to be Settebello, you have to. Our head chef Carmine is very. This is his 17th year.
Okay.
Being a master pizzaiolo, you don't skimp on steps.
Okay. Now, what type of food say that you serve here? You don't say it's a pizzeria, right?
It's a Neapolitan pizzeria.
Okay, so you call it a Neapolitan pizzeria, but you do say it's a pizzeria.
It is a pizzeria, but the Neapolitan aspect of it is where if you go to Napoli and you're eating in a pizzeria, you're not just going to go and grab a slice. This is knife and fork pizza. This is not, parchment type of pizza that you can grab on a cart in New York City.
Got it. Okay.
Which I'm not knocking that type of pizza because I love it, but it's a totally different experience.
Yes, it is a different experience. So you've taken pizzeria to a whole other level, because this is, I wouldn't, I have a hard time saying what it is because I come here, I have pizza, and but it doesn't seem like a pizzeria to me. It seems like a really
casual dining type.
Yeah.
It's not a restaurante either. I don't want to say that, but it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
I think simply the best way to describe us is we're a restaurant.
Okay.
We have a
That serves
specialty.
pizza.
Yeah.
Specialty is pizza.
Our specialty is
type of pizza.
Exactly, a Neapolitan style pizza.
And I noticed when I left here Friday night, which was I think at about 6 o'clock, there was already a line of people. Is that how it is on Fridays?
Fridays and Saturdays we can get up to a 45, 65-minute wait.
Wow.
And
how long have you been here?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. Well, really? No, you've been here.
Well,
not you. I meant you. How long is
Settebello? 9 years.
In this location?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been constant and steady as everybody else around here changes.
Yep, we're kind of like the one constant in Henderson, which is nice.
Now, where is the closest Settebello to here?
Would be our near Summerlin location on Fort Apache and Sahara.
Is there just 2 here?
Yeah, there's just 2 in the Las Vegas area, and the 4 in California.
Okay, and one is in Laguna Beach. Is that right?
We've got Newport, which is close, and then Pasadena, Oxnard, Marina Del Rey, and then we have Salt Lake City and Farmington, Utah.
And how are these locations selected?
You know, it first started Henderson, and then it went to Salt Lake because that's the owners have family there, and then it went to Pasadena because our main honcho, the main owner Brad, moved out to California, and he is a USC grad. He's actually the USC quarterback when they won the Rose Bowl in the 80s.
Okay.
And Pasadena was
What's his last name?
Otten.
Brad Otten.
Brad Otten, Otton.
Okay.
So I think that was kind of a homage to his past and career. And then I think each other location was just, well, where would we fit? Again, we bring back the Settebello's family aspect, and each one of our locations is family oriented in a family oriented spot.
Okay. Now, I heard that Brad became such a good quarterback because he spent 2 years in Italy.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, good. Just checking. All right. So Brad spent 2 years. Was he in Naples?
Yep, he was stationed right in Naples.
Okay. And obviously loved it.
Oh, he loved it. He was in Naples, and then he came back out to, I believe he came back straight out to Nevada to start his family, and he was coaching at UNLV for a little bit, and then he was coaching somewhere else, and after a couple of years, he said, you know what, I'm going to open a restaurant. I want to do pizza.
The pizza I know and love.
The pizza he fell in love with.
Got it.
So.
And then his partner.
When they first started, his partner at the time was his brother Tim.
Okay.
So Brad was more of the hands-on, Tim was more of the financial.
So who knew how to make the pizza?
Brad.
Okay. He learned in Italy?
Yep. Brad learned in Napoli. But Brad, when they opened, brought on Carmine, our head chef, who is.
And how do you spell that?
Carmine. So an Italian American would pronounce it Carmine.
Right, like Carmine's Pizza.
Yep,
which
exactly.
is a different type of pizza.
Totally different. Great guy, I know him.
Okay.
Totally different type of pizza.
He's right up the street now.
Yep, he's bounced bounces down.
Yeah, he has. He's had, I think at one time, like 7 pizza parlors at once.
Yep.
Yeah. One was near Bishop Gorman, wasn't it?
It was.
Wasn't there one down the street?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old Bishop Gorman.
The old Bishop
Not
Gorman.
The University.
OP Bishop Gorman. Yeah. Not the university, exactly.
Okay. So Carmine, how did he come into the picture? Or
him and Brad had met. They were. Carmine was referred to Brad, their friend. He was thinking of this concept. He wanted to bring it to the States. He said, not many people had. I believe at this point there were only 5 other Neapolitan style pizzerias in the entire States.
Wow.
And when they came together, it was, kind of like all great duos.
Yeah. Okay. And earlier you were mentioning he has some huge accomplishment.
He is. So you have your basic training pizzaiolo.
Okay.
Then a regular, just you are a full-fledged pizzaiolo, and then you have a master pizzaiolo.
So they take their pizza seriously.
Very seriously, yes. Cardamone has been granted fiduciary of the entire West Coast of the United States from the Vera Pizza Association, which is governed by Italy.
Got it.
So this type of pizza.
Vera pizza, does that mean like true pizza?
Yep, and it is sanctioned by the Italian government.
Wow, very cool.
Serious
and where is he located?
Cardamone?
Yeah.
Here in this. He's actually our Settebello Henderson's head chef.
Oh.
So he's local.
Is he working now?
I think he is. He might be.
Okay, maybe can we have somebody bring him out and just say hello to the world?
Yeah. Sippy, could you grab Cardamone and ask him to just come say hello? Yes. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it doesn't take too long.
No, this is good. Okay. And how many more Settebellos do you think there will be?
I love them. Thank you. Right now, we're not really sure. I think the owners, the other general managers, all the other chefs, and I myself included, we're comfortable with the 8.
Got it.
It's
you're
pretty
be
big
selfish
step.
and deprive the world of more.
Exactly. Just keep it on the West Coast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know the food is great. I moved here 3 years ago, and I've been coming here since then.
Okay. My hands are all flowery. Sorry.
Come sit here.
That's okay.
Looking right here. Say hello.
Hello.
You're saying hello to the world. This is live on YouTube for the whole world.
Oh, wow.
And we're doing from La Voce, we're doing an interview of Natalia, and she's been saying some really nice things about you.
She has to.
And your credentials.
Okay.
As a Vera, what is it?
Vera Pizza.
Yeah. And so for the Italian American community throughout the United States, what do you want to say?
Well, we brought, a piece of Italy. We brought a piece of Italy here in Nevada and Las Vegas, and we would love them to come and try us out because, I'm sure, we could actually bring their flavor they can remember from the past, from their grandmothers.
You sound like you're Italian.
I am actually just, kicked out of there.
From Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah. They threw me out of Italy, and here I am. So
You're from Napoli too?
I am from Napoli area. I'm a little bit more south, like 27
Sicily?
miles. No, 27 miles from there.
Still in the Campania region.
Sicily, it's way far. No, Campania region. It's like 15 minutes from Naples.
Okay.
And what I wanted to tell them is come over here. They can actually get some flavors they might have been forgotten around other restaurants because it's so hard.
Now wait, are you talking about the people in Napoli?
I'm talking about the people that live here in Nevada, California, and in Utah.
Yeah.
They can actually have a chance to try us out. So we import everything from Italy, whatever we can.
Yeah.
Whatever they don't let us, unfortunately,
and what about
we gotta
the flour? Unbleached?
Flour comes from Naples. It's unbleached, natural flour.
So it's
treated,
the kind that you can use in Italy.
It's the kind I used when I was there because I was raised and trained, since I was, a young kid, in the Neapolitan pizzerias.
Sure.
That's where I started, and then moved over here and tried to replicate whatever we were doing over there.
Now, if you were in Napoli, and how would a New York pizzeria do it?
It's a little difficult. They're very into their Neapolitan pizza. I'm not saying that it will not go well. Huh?
If it was like a gimmick place, would people try it? Everybody try
it
it
would
once.
try. They would try. If it's high quality, they would appreciate it and be open minded. That's what.
Well, it depends on the quality.
It depends on the quality.
If it's good quality.
If it depends on the quality, yes.
If it's really good, it wouldn't compete with Neapolitan.
It's like over there. It's like a nation arts. It's like 300 years old.
Got it.
And people, they have 3-4 generation pizzerias. It's like yeah. Secrets or things, they don't come out to like over 50 years experience. It's like 150 years experience. So you can't. It's hard to beat. But I'm not saying. I think if they would be open, high quality, they would definitely try it out. And if it was a good product, why not? For example, myself, I'm open mind, and even for other pizzas, other kind of things. You give me the best of the best because my taste buds, they're a level what I want. I want something
like
good.
No,
I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't care what kind of pizza you give me as long as you've done it correctly.
Are you familiar with Trattoria Reggiano?
to Trattoria Reggiano.
It's in the Venetian.
I don't think I ever been there.
Okay, so it's in the Venetian. They are they're big in the restaurant business. They have 50 restaurants. Those are what they have here. They do a lot of food courts.
Right.
Bonanno's Pizzeria, New York Pizza.
Trattoria Reggiano. Yeah, I see it up on top of that.
They're opening one in Summerlin.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was just wondering how their pizza differs from yours, but since you haven't been there.
Never been there. Never been there. But
and your pizza oven is gas, right?
No.
Oh, it's wood.
Yeah,
okay.
Strictly wood fired.
So that's like Parma, or Parma's like yours.
Well,
not really.
What's Parma?
Parma. Parma is you mean Chef Parma, Novecento? Chef Parma.
Which one are you talking
No,
about?
that's
Novecento.
Well, his original one was Parma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's okay.
95.
Well, they have what I know. They have the exact owner we do. It's coming from Naples.
Okay, that was my point. And
Yeah,
Grimaldi's is cold, right?
I think it's cold over there.
Okay.
I tried.
And what part of Italy would that be? Cold.
No, it's not really any parts of Italy. I think the immigrants, when they came over, they had really hard time to find. Yeah, they had really hard to find.
Easy to find coal.
It was easier to find coals, and that's how it was developed. That's what I was told.
Okay.
It was a lot back then when the immigrants came over. They couldn't find the wood-fired ovens that were built in Napoli. So
that's not only that; it was even very expensive with the wood. That it wasn't easy to find.
Yeah.
So
what kind of wood do you use?
I use oak and apple or orange, but usually mainly oak as a form of heat, and like a fruit.
Hardwood.
Yeah, a little more fruity wood, to give a nice flame to it, because Neapolitan pizza needs a lot of heat, a lot of flames.
Well, I don't have obviously Lamborghini taste buds like you do, but I know that the food here is, and speaking on behalf of La Voce. And I talk to restaurant people all day long. We talk about what is the best of the best restaurants here. And I say, what about pizza? The first place out of everybody's mouth is Settebello.
Yeah, I'm glad they say that, and it makes me feel good because we really try. I mean, a lot of people are trying to do whatever we do. I'm not saying that it's a nice thing, more competition, but not many have that kind of knowledge as we do.
Yeah.
I can tell you, no, I don't want to talk anything bad about it, but if you come up here, you'll have consistency.
Yeah.
So
I've been coming here for 3 years.
You'll have consistency because I'm right here.
Salad and margarita pizza.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would order.
Okay.
I would probably add one
2
topping.
points for me.
Yeah. I would have probably had maybe crudo, or maybe I would have, like a dock with the buffalo mozzarella, but that's how much far I would go.
Okay, good. So, the only thing that's bad is you're depriving the rest of the country. Not having more Settebello.
Well, we'll see. A little by little, we're growing. It's not as easy. So.
Yeah. Well, it's not easy to grow.
Exactly, right? And that's what we do. We don't see the difference, what they do. They say, okay, you're becoming like a mini chain or whatever. So it's not as appealing. But the people, they are actually the pizza makers. They all train with me no less than 4 or 5 years. So we pay them well.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Right.
And you're going to find good quality. So that's the trick. Instead, other people open a bunch of places at Detroit, whatever. They do 3 weeks training. Okay, here we go. You got it.
Well, I think
there's going to be a guy like you that has a good taste buds. There's going to taste, the difference.
Sure.
Well,
I vote for the next place to be in Little Italy, San Diego.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah. Well, it would be interesting because Little Italy, Santiago, it's nice, but it's been a little bit deprived for what real food is.
Exactly.
So it's too much for tourists. They want to get their money and get out of here. What I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. They have their Little Italy there. They should have something authentic.
They should have something more special because it's really nice.
There's a lot of people that come there, and San Diego's not that far from Newport.
No, it's not that far. There is some Neapolitan pizza places in San Diego, but no, not in Little Italy too.
Like what? I can't think of it.
I think there was one that's called Cafe Calabria. Even though it says Calabria, they serve Neapolitan.
Where is that?
I can't remember well, but then there is something else. I can't remember. There is a couple.
I'm right. Next one, San Diego.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Well, that would be a nice city to go down.
I think so, yeah.
It's tempting, it's a beautiful weather, beautiful place. So
it's the closest thing to Napoli, weather-wise.
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
It's like always nice weather. Even the winter is not that bad.
Okay. Well, on behalf of La Voce and the rest of the people in the world who've been watching this, and this is going to be on YouTube as soon as we're done.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
It was my pleasure sitting with you guys.
And thank you,
Thank
Natalia,
you.
for your time.
Thank you guys for watching.
Anything we can do to help support Settebello, La Voce is here to do.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you don't need that, right?